days' notice. Now that you have more time to prepare, do you believe that that is going to be a huge, advantage for you when it comes to altering the result here in the rematch?
Yeah, I think with a proper camp, a proper preparation, being able to see things that work and see things that don't work, it plays a big part, and I hope to, and I will put on a different performance, a more intelligent one, and yeah.
He is the tallest world champion right now in the sport of boxing. How difficult is it to try to emulate somebody with that kind of height and that kind of reach?
It's tough. It's tough, especially when you're 5'10" and you're fighting someone 6'6". It's not an easy job. But I've never been one of those guys that isn't afraid to get hit. If you're going to get hit, to take a few and to land a few, then so be it. That's just part of boxing.
For you, Sebastian, the champion, as you get ready for your rematch, what did you learn in that first matchup against Tszyu?
Anything can happen in boxing. Just as simple as that, It's just reminders. I really feel like I don't learn anything during the fight. It's just reminders. And that reminder was stick to the plan.
Also, when it comes to, going ahead and competing against a man who you took away his world championship, but now you are the champion, you're coming in as the A side. How much confidence do you feel coming into this matchup?
I feel very confident. I feel confident in the first fight. I feel confident in this fight. It's just, we have to run it back.
Are you expecting another bloody affair?
Yeah, why not? This is boxing, there's punches being thrown, and, damage can be done. So, expect the worst, I guess.
Tim, one of the narratives in the first fight happened to be about the cut that you suffered in the fight. I've watched the Gloves Off episode, and it seems to be a point for you that it disrupted you, and how much did that hinder you in the fight?
Physically and mentally to a certain point. The fact that I wasn't able to, I was distracted. Instead of coming back in my corner and thinking about the fight, I was thinking about my cut, and that always presents challenges, especially when you're fighting at the very, very top level. Sebastian came out saying that he thought that I could see clearly, which facts was that I couldn't see clearly. But you know what? This is why the rematch is here. There's a lot of questions to be answered from both sides, not just my side. And the questions will be answered.
Sebastian, you've been pretty dismissive of the cut, as we've seen on the Gloves Off episode. Why have you had that notion that you felt that the cut wasn't a significant factor in the fight from your perspective?
Because he fought the fight. If there was such a big problem, I think the opponent would have stopped the fight. If it was such a big problem, that's not where I'm going right now. But that's what I think. Again, like yesterday, they were asking me the same question. I can only speak from my point of view. If he's fighting me, I think he's fine. If the fight stops, then the fighter's not fine. That's what I saw. I was in the ring.
Tim, how excited are you to enter?
When I hop into the ring, I come in with the mentality that I'm going to die in the ring. Sometimes that's a problem, and sometimes for my corner to say, "Oh, we're going to stop the fight," that was never part of what I'm about. I'm about just getting in there and just finishing to the very, very end. It means you're going to get knocked out. It means you're going to get knocked out. You try to get back up, get back up, get back up. For me, my corner stopped it. I would have had the shits. I would have had the shits with them. I would have had the shits with life. And the fact that I could have lived my life without knowing the true potential, so that answers the question of why the corner didn't stop it.
Sebastian, how do you prepare yourself for what is likely going to be another toe-to-toe affair where you're both going to essentially push yourselves to the limit inside the ring on Saturday night?
Prepare the same way I've been doing. I'm here at the top level. I'm a world champion. I think the strategy, the plan we've been going through and doing I've been very successful. So I'm just going to continue to do these things and, you know, win.
Tim, for you, same question. How do you prepare? You've been through it before. After the first fight, you were in the hospital. You couldn't even go to sleep because you had a concussion. So I'm sure you had quite a bit of time that evening to think about the first fight. But on Saturday, how are you preparing yourself in all aspects for this war that we are expecting on Saturday against Sebastian Fundora?
That's what we do with fighters, man. We're both in it to the very end. We at the end of the day, we wish our partners, we wish our family, we say our goodbyes, and we hop in the ring and we risk our lives, you know. And me and Fundora were the perfect dance partners together because we bring out the best of each other. And may the best man win, and I know who the best man is.
Is there an extra sense of urgency that you feel? Because when I saw you as a world champion, there was an aura about you. Not that it's been diminished, but I know you crave that world title more than anything on this planet. But how much do you have that sense of urgency to reclaim what you feel is rightfully yours?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think with adversity, you only grow. And what happened in the past has only made me into who I am today. And today is a dangerous, hungry, young fighter who's willing to take it all and just wants success. You know, so for me, this is a different phase I'm in from last year. It's a more mature, more smarter, more hungrier, and more confident.
Sebastian, from your standpoint, in order to retain this green belt that you have craved and that you love having, and your sister Gabriela is also world champion as well, the Fighting Fundora family, what you guys do is win world championships. But how much do you desire? Are you looking to go that extra mile to make sure that on Saturday night you leave with the WBC Super Welterweight Championship in your possession?
You know, it's a big feeling. We train hard for this. This is the dream. This is all boxers' dream, to become world champion and to continue to be world champion, become a legacy in the sport. So, you know, it's nice that we have the main event as Manny Pacquiao, an icon in the sport, to remind us all, everybody in the card, that, you know, we all can be there. We all can be that guy. And, you know, I'm very motivated for this fight. And I'm happy again to be here. Happy to be in front of the Las Vegas fans, you know, the best venue for boxing. And I'm just going to put on a great show Saturday.
You going to steal the show with Tim and Tszyu on Saturday?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. This fight is the fight to watch.
Tim, are you going to steal the show on Saturday with Sebastian Fundora?
Yeah, he answered that, you know, 100%.
Awesome. For Tim, for those that don't know, I love going back to boxing history. Your father, Tszyu, has had some memorable moments inside this building. How much are you looking forward to creating your own legacy and following your father's footsteps?
Yeah, 100%. My dad won his first world title here. He also won his undisputed world title against Judah. And to create this Tszyu legacy and like Australian sporting moments, it's a big responsibility, but it's a big pleasure of mine. So I can't wait to step in there and live a young kid's dream, chasing legacy and chasing greatest sporting moments in history.
You have a lot of Australian fans. Has come from halfway around the world. What do you want to say specifically to those in Australia?
Thank you, guys. You know it. You know it. I don't have to say much.
Sebastian, you're very proud of your Mexican heritage, being from Coachella, California. Your father, Freddie, your trainer, as you mentioned about the lineage of the Fundora fighting family. But what do you want to say to all the Mexican boxing fans and those in Coachella?
You know, tune in Saturday. Tune in Saturday. We're going to put on a great show. You know, Fundora's been doing their thing, and we continue to do it for a long time.
All right, before we get ready to let these guys go, it is prediction time. We'll start off with